Hi everyone, and thank you very much for watching my video. In this video I am doing a quick little illustration, a painted illustration, depicting some characters from the story of the Children of Lear, which is a tragic but very beautiful Irish story in my opinion. I've wanted to do an illustration for this for about a year and I never really got around to it, but recently I was inspired by an illustration by Joy-san, who is another illustrator here on YouTube, who is also on Instagram. I'll link her in the description down below, but she recently did a Swan Princess illustration, and when I saw that I felt really inspired to do my own one. It is a small painting, so it actually ends up, I'm drawing on an A4 sketch pad here, but later on like you can see here, I'm transferring it to an A5 sized sketchbook. So it's a small little painting, which I did with a cheap acrylic gouache, which is brilliant because I love using gouache, but I don't like its non-permanent properties. So acrylic gouache is really good for that because once it's dry, it's permanent, like acrylic. I'll have to apologise again for the fact that I'm filming on the wrong side. Obviously I'm right-handed, so I should have been filming from the left, which isn't something that I thought about as I was filming. So apologies for that, but again, it's just something else that I am learning as I'm going along, so that's something that I'm going to keep in mind from now on. I suppose I should explain very, very briefly what the story of the Children of Lear is. So essentially the basic gist of it are these 4 children of King Lear, his 3 sons Ed, Fiachra and Con, and his daughter Fionnuala were all turned into swans by their jealous stepmother Aoife. So basically the story is they're cursed to live for 300 years at 3 different lakes, so 300 years per lake before the curse wears off. And there's obviously a whole bunch more to it than that, but that's essentially what the story is. So what I am illustrating here is the moment that the 3 brothers have already been turned into swans and the daughter Fionnuala is in the process of becoming one, or she's going to become one, or whatever. So yeah, this is something that I have wanted to do for a long time, so it's a nice little sense of achievement that I finally got it done. I had some colour swatches posted on Instagram, and this is a colour scheme that I actually ended up using. Because of that, people had voted for this one. They had voted for others as well, but this was one of the results that I was actually quite pleased with because this is the colour scheme that I think I had planned on doing anyway. I may do a larger version of this at a later stage. I think I was a little bit limited with the size of this, but that's okay. You live and you learn. I'm also thinking of doing a larger version of it because I would eventually like to turn this into a print. If you like the look of this image when it's finished, which you'll see at the end, I'd love to know whether you'd like to have this as a print or whether you'd like me to maybe work on a larger version. I think both could work fine. I actually really like how this ended up, so I could make a print out of this. I actually have an Etsy shop, which I'm not very good at maintaining, admittedly, because I don't always have enough work to post there, but I would really like to revive it, and I have some works there now, some prints available if anyone was interested in possibly having a look and maybe acquiring one. So here in the video I'm putting in the final touches, so I'm just putting in the background, which is plain black, and I've decided that having a circle behind them wasn't enough. In the colour swatches that I put on Instagram, the entire background was black, and I kind of realised as I was working on this that that worked the best. So I'm ripping it out of the sketchbook now and painting the black to the border so that they are entirely surrounded by the black background. That's kind of it then. That's the end of the video. So I really hope you enjoyed it, and thank you again for watching, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye!